Let's talk about something different. Sometimes to clear my head, I like to take a little hike in the park. Just relax, enjoy the nature, think about what my next video will be about, what sort of weird math idea I can conjure up. And then I found this interesting looking tree in the forest. Yeah, nothing like stroking some wood in the bush. Just get that log nice and wet, rub it like a genie lamp to make a wish come true.
Who is the fool that has summoned me?
It wasn't intentional, I swear. I was terrified, unsure what this thing wanted from me. But after some back and forth, it turned out the demon was a big fan of my work.
Your videos are great, but you should do something more topical. Something people can relate to on a basic level.
I don't know, math is kind of my thing.
You should do one about Diddy.
Uh, I really don't know.
Yeah, you should totally do a video about Diddy and his blasphemous perversions.
I prefer to stay away from all that pop culture drama.
Do it, or I will devour your soul, mortal human. You have 7 days to complete your task.
And with that, he vanished. Oh man, I did not expect a simple walk in the park to turn so crappy. Back to my mad laboratory, I guess. But what possible math could there be involving this P. Diddy guy? Sex trafficking isn't really a subject taught in math classes. I began to think that I was doomed. Was this demon really going to rip my soul apart? And then I realized when they raided P. Diddy's place, they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's a lot, and some of these bottles look pretty big. Those must have been some crazy parties. So let's run some numbers on this. The largest bottle I could find on the immediate market is Johnson's 591 milliliter, or simply the 20 ounce. That seems to be the main brand in the image, but I don't know for sure. Looks like there was a few different types of oils. For our sake, let's just stick to the 20 ounce. Although 591,000 ml sounds a lot more badass. That's more than 500,000. Now think about this. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter, and 591,000 centimeters is 5.91 kilometers. That's about 3.7 miles across. Just how much of this freaking lube did Diddy have? I mean, holy crap, that's like 7 Burj Khalifas stuck one on top of another. I don't think even Tom Cruise can climb that high, especially with all that lubricant. Something about this Puff Diddy fluff stuff doesn't add up. 5.91 cubic kilometers is just way too much. That's right, cubic units don't convert the same way length does. 100,000 centimeters does equal 1 kilometer. However, 100,000 cubic centimeters is nowhere near a full cubic kilometer. In fact, it would take a quadrillion cubic centimeters to fill up a volume of 1 kilometer cubed. That's a 1 followed by 15 zeros. To really understand how this works, it's best to start by visualizing the cubic centimeter. 1 centimeter in length, 1 centimeter in width, and 1 centimeter in height. And yeah, if you would stack 100,000 of these side by side, they would make a long thin rectangle, a kilometer in length. But that is not the same as a cubic kilometer. To make a cube with 1,000 of these, you start by laying out 10 of these in a row, and then make 10 rows, making a square of 100 cubes. Then you can stack these one on top of the other 10 times to make a full 1,000. So you see, 1,000 cubic centimeters makes a cube that's only 10 centimeters across. 100 of these would make a cube only 46.4 centimeters in length. Now, to visualize Diddy's stash of baby oil as a cubic container, we would have to arrange 591 of these 10 by 10 cubes into a single bigger cube. One way to do this is to take the cube root of 591,000. You then end up with a cube a little bit shy of 83.9 centimeters across. Not even a full meter, just about 2.75 feet, about 156 gallons. So while 1,000 bottles of baby oil kind of scattered on the floor might seem like a lot, they are much more compact inside of a single square container. I'm beginning to think that it wasn't all that much lube after all. Honestly, I think Diddy should have gone with one of those IBC tanks. They store a cool 275 gallons and are just a bit more than a meter across. You just gotta make sure that you get a proper nozzle, because if you get something cheap, it might explode on you. Yeah, those must have been some crazy sexy freaky parties. But nothing is as sexy as doing some solid math. What I'm really curious about is what size a sphere you would need to have in order to contain that specific amount of lube. You know, in case you want a giant disco ball with a little spout at the bottom, which you can just squeeze to get more baby oil. For this, we will need the formula for the volume of a sphere. Now, we already know that the volume is 591,000 cubic centimeters. So let's just stick with that. What we want to know is the length of the diameter of our sphere. Hence, we need to know the radius. So let's do some sexy algebraic manipulation, like so. Pi goes here, 3 goes here, and 4 goes there. Now we just flip the cube into a root, and there we go. We have our equation. Now here comes the magic. The cube root can be distributed like so. The pi 4 becomes this. The 3 times our original volume becomes this. Divided, they result in this. And for the final touch, we cancel out the exponent on the units, giving us the length of the radius, like promised. Multiplied by 2, we get the diameter of our baby oil disco ball. And if that doesn't turn your girlfriend on, then you probably don't want to be with her anyway. So yeah, a giant disco ball of baby oil. Perfect for a crazy freak-off orgy party with lots of criminal sexual activity. Well, I hope you liked this little exposition into volume mathematics. As you may have noticed, the demons are after my soul, so if you share this video with your friends, I will greatly appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the comments. Subscribe, and I will try to make more of these pervy math videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.